Previously on Shells Beyond the Horizon, Graham and Lucio both crashed their vehicles in the GR dry run, and they may not be able to participate in the actual GR championship. The party found Celise and Leon at Kayunge, apparently on a mission to hunt down artifacts, and as usual, they gave Van a hard time for being a wayward disciple. They then did a topic quest where they helped Sarah and Shahina find an old magazine about performing arts. Finally, they went to Durkheim Memorial Park to fight a boss monster the police found. Hey.
Time to depart.
It's been a minute since we dropped by the Auber District. Last time was maybe a month or so ago. I believe so. We sure had a lot of fun at the NIS Academy Festival, didn't we? Seems as though they've closed now that the finals are over. I hardly see any students around at all. Well, it's not like we get many 4SPGs out here. But it's all bird and livery at least. Worth taking a quick peek around and swinging by the cathedral. I suppose I can see why you might question the need to frequent this district. On a separate note, we'll need to find someplace to park before we can inspect the bulletin board. You heard it, man. Aaron, let's pull into the school parking lot just up ahead. Well, that reminds me, Ines is at Hermès right now, isn't she? Perhaps we have to stop by and say hello while we're here. Oh yeah, I guess we could do that if we got the time. In that case, why don't we grab some stuff from the patisserie for the student council members? With how stressed they sounded earlier, I'm sure they'd be happy to have some pick-me-up sweet treats. And I suppose it wouldn't hurt to buy a little extra just in case. I can hear my wallet crying. Oh well, sharing the love of Andalusia with the world is a cause worth breaking the piggy bank over. I'm gonna buy up their whole stock of the summer-exclusive free citrus yogurt mousse dessert. Let's do this. Shortly thereafter, they reached out to NIS Academy and received permission to enter the school grounds to their help during the festival. After parking Van's pickup truck in the school's parking lot, they headed for the patisserie nearby. Hell yeah, we got a second summer limited edition tart, the no-bake mango cheesecake. This beauty is the creme de la creme of all desserts. I've got to have me a slice, now. Dear Adios, please shut this man up for me, thanks. Man, you do remember who we bought these for, yes? Be as it may, it seems like Ines and the others are fairly busy right now. Now may not be the best time to bring us over. I concur, it would be best to wait a little while so as to not disturb them. In the meantime, the ice packs they provide should keep the dessert sufficiently cool. And why don't we put this time to good use by checking the bulletin board and stopping by the cathedral? A fine idea. We can return once our business in the district is sold. Sounds good. Not picking up much of a scent, but it does seem like there's some 4SPGs waiting for us. Visiting Hermès will trigger an event that will partially update the Auber District, so save that for last. Circling back a bit though, that was an odd ask Holland made of me. Incidentally, Ben, if you're getting a real kick out of your Bon Bon Appetit blog, you read my sweets review, well, damn, means the world, honestly. Yes, well, that brings me to my next point. I'd like it if you could post more frequently in the name of making the confectionery world just a little bit wider. My hopes are high for whatever comments you and your friends have to share. Couldn't call myself much of a man if I turned down a heartfelt request like that. The sugary rewards he promised ain't got a thing to do with it, no sir. Receive a free citrus yogurt mousse from Holland to feature in a blog entry. Upload confectionery reviews to Van's blog by selecting premium sweets from the gourmet tab in the notebook. Consume the treat to make it eligible for upload. In addition to being able to read the reviews, you also earn the associated achievement rewards.
Alright, I'll put it on the blog.
Sure, go right ahead.
Okay, lavender jelly. This scissor has a lavender scent that spreads around your mouth in this soft, flowy way. It's hard to describe, but very jiggly and fun to eat. 3 out of 5 stars. You're pretty strict.
Alright, I'll put it on the blog.
And all these have to be uploaded in a certain order? A quintessential Quincy product. This indulgent treat is filled with the highest quality chocolate. The robust flavor and fragrance speak to the care they place into the ingredients.
All right, I'll put it on the blog.
If you would be so kind.
These cannolis have an elegant taste heightened by the deep flavor and elasticity of the figs, making for a striking gustatory experience that I wager won't be soon be forgotten.
All right, I'll put it on the blog.
Thank you, Van.
Idol Milfou. This classy cake has lemon cream that accents its sweet strawberries. Although I've eaten them with friends for ages, there's still a trip down memory lane that never gets old.
All right, I'll put it on the blog.
Sheesh. Talk about obsessed.
The maximum energy gives this stuff a surprise, energizing in-your-face flavor. Should do wonders for being the heat, or as a post-training pick-me-up.
This one's getting posted.
The tart yogurt and trio of select citrus fruits harmonize like a dream without ever feeling harsh on the tongue. Its balancing acts like these where Andalusia always delivers.
All right, I'll put it on the blog.
Thanks, boss.
This ice cream has a bunch of different flavors mixed in, adding a real layer of complexity. Even just appearance-wise, that beautiful swirl of colors it's got really sets a mood.
All right, I'll put it on the blog.
I'll leave it to you.
This tour forcefully utilizes the fresh, mild sweetness specific to peaches. Great care was taken to retain their flavor, as shown by the deep caramelization and browning. That's everyone so far, huh? Does that mean Rean and Kevin could make their own reviews? I'm sorry, Raffaello, but it's an undeniable fact that this cake pairs best with tea and tea alone. Au contraire, Leifa, I say it pairs best with coffee. After all, its strong aroma meshes beautifully with the cake's flavors. It's simple math, my friend. Ha, math has no relevance here. Oh, and by the way, I don't think the Hermès you hold in such high regard would look too kindly on you making such a definitive statement. You make a good point. So you agree tea is the better choice? That's not what I said. Huh, Hermès' music teacher and its math teacher. They were classmates, weren't they? I'm having a hard time making heads or tails of their relationship, to be honest. Mr. Raffaello and I are a bit at odds personality-wise, but despite the fact that he's a stickler for logic, he's actually rather flexible. That's what makes him so fun to debate with.
Right.
Miss Leifa tends to rely on her intuition rather than logic, which is why I often struggle to understand her line of reasoning. Though admittedly, her arguments can be rather rational as well. I actually learned quite a lot from her.
Welcome to Andalusia, Patisserie.
A free citrus yogurt mousse and a no-bake mango cheesecake. Seems Holland's out to capture our hearts this summer as well, and no doubt he'll do just that. Seems the end of spring was my diet's 11th power. Spring, fall, winter, doesn't matter the season, in the end, Holland always gets you. I know the feeling, don't beat yourself up about it, okay? Well, at least Holland's desserts make me happy, right? I mean, how could they not, especially when those seasonal fruits he uses look so happy as well. I'll be counting on that blog of yours, Van. But try not to fret too much over it. Just go at your own pace, alright? Huh, got it.
What would you like?
Soul Chef cake and hot milk tea.
Come again.
I've heard they've recently started selling cakes for dogs at Andalusia, although they're apparently only doing a test run at the moment. Would you like to try one, Apollo? Cakes for dogs, huh? Damn, Holland thinks of everything. So pets will be able to share in the joys of sweet treats too now, huh? There was one hidden there. You have to turn around to see it. Regina, C rank. Well then, shall we head in to do some combat training for the afternoon? We're gonna be fighting monsters, right? Oh, yes. I'll have you know my combat skills are next level, Regina. I'm ignoring everything that happened this morning, and the fact that I only really made it out alive because of Gray, but I will slice and dice those nasty creatures to bits. They'll be sorry they ever infringed on the safety of Egypt's civilians. It's kind of adorable just how naive she is. Just make sure you don't let her guard down. Of course, that's my chance to show what I'm really made of. Hope she'll be okay down there. Is this how Shara felt when training Estelle? We've been taking turns observing the new recruit lately, and so far she's exactly how the others described. She's adorable and all, but I feel like I need to keep a close eye on her. Can't have her gang injured on my watch after all. She's got potential though. I'm sure she'll be a great bracer. We'll chop those nasty monsters to bits. Now's my chance to put the skills my brother taught me to the test. 2 bracers handling a monster bounty. They seem to have something of a mentor-mentee relationship. But perhaps the dangers of combat could open their hearts to more. The Yuri route. Wait, what am I saying? That's improper, Philia. Anyway, I pray that they'll be safe in their endeavors. Oh, but how precious it is to see a senior guarding her junior. I pray that they'll be safe in their endeavors.
That is an important thing.
Welcome to Edith Cathedral. Would you all like to pray for the success of the space program? We've received a number of visitors who have expressed interest in doing so recently. Let us know if you're interested as well. It's been nearly 60 years since the Orbital Revolution, but even to this day, technology continues to astound me. I think humanity is actually attempting to reach the stars. Perhaps I'm simply not with the times anymore, but the very thought is mind-boggling to me. This is the embassy for the Principality of Alzheim. If I'm not mistaken, you're an acquaintance of Prince Reeds, correct? Do you have a message for him? Oh no, we're just passing by. I already talked to him earlier anyway. It's the embassy for the Principality of Alzheim. If you have any messages for members of the royal family, I will gladly receive them. Today was so much fun, you guys. You're doing really well in class, Yoda. Make sure you keep studying your map too. This next test is going to be a showdown between you and me, you hear? Yeah, got it. See you later. Yoda can be kind of weird sometimes, so he's a super hard worker. I can't wait to play with him again tomorrow. Yeah, school day was even funner than it was yesterday. Wonder when Mommy's gonna pick me up though. Mommy says the above is dangerous, so that's why she makes sure to come pick me up from school herself. Hey Yoda, apparently there's gonna be some space event happening soon. And kids can watch too. Really? I wanna go. I see Sister Miria is still as youthful as ever. Though she's still as clumsy as ever as well. At least she seems to be gaining virtue at the side of Father Nikolai. She'll come into her own time, I suppose. Father Nikolai tasked me with visiting the cathedral today. Specifically to deliver a report on the chapel in Old Town. It's a shame I don't get a chance to stop by very often. There's just something about this place that's so refreshing. I almost forgot, I need to ask about our teacher vacancy while I'm here. Surely someone must know a good candidate for a role. Just what kind of person would be the best fit? We hold extra special lessons at our Sunday school on occasion. We like to include guest lecturers for them too. Oh, perhaps we'll find our next guest here.
Cathedral never fails to astound me.
Apologies, Farzamon. It's been quite a while, hasn't it? I'm glad to see you're indeed as hale and whole as you claim to be in your letters. Bishop Orwell, glad to see you're in good health as well. And Father Watson, please, there's no need to be so formal. I've withdrawn myself from the congregation for the sacraments after all. I'm an everyday civilian now. Humble as ever, I see. So he's got Paul at the cathedral too, huh? Well, knowing Master, I can't exactly say I'm surprised.
Let's see.
The rivalry between the congregation for divine worship and the congregation for the sacraments doesn't seem to matter at all to them. Imagine that's because of their respect for one another. After all, why let petty disputes interfere with a perfectly friendly working relationship? Well, glad am I to see Father Berger again, enjoying his life quite thoroughly, it seems. I must say, that biker fashion of his is interesting indeed. Perhaps I'd like to try wearing something similar someday. If you're interested, I'd be happy to give you a few shop recommendations. You know, for a bishop, Orwell's actually surprisingly down to earth.
This area is quieter than usual. Due to the post-exam holidays, most likely.
No doubt. The kids are probably celebrating their newfound freedom.
Not that they'll be going as buck wild as you did.
Agnes is here to help out the student council, right? I hope she enjoys the sweets we got him.
I heard Hermès' students are meant to be on break for the rest of the week, but funnily enough, I'm still seeing kids in their uniforms. Must be here for their club activities, I imagine. Ah, youth, still full of ambition. Seems like Madeleine here agrees with me.
Check out Eddie's Deals on Wheels.
Hey there, welcome to Eddie's Deals on Wheels. Wait, Arkride Solutions, oh for love of, you saw nothing! But the smile you gave us was so bright and cordial, it would be a shame to forget it. Hey, aren't you the son of the lady who owns the general store in Old Town? When start your own business, eh? Well, I just wanted to be able to run a proper store like my mom's, you know? My old boss, Thompson, was the one who actually gave me the push I needed to do it, though. Bought up a whole business plan, borrowed the cash I needed from the bank, bought this old food truck, and now here I am. Been kind of rough so far, if I'm being honest. Thought it'd be a good idea to set up in front of the school today, but all students are on break apparently. Didn't get as many customers as I thought you would. But this is just the beginning. I'm not losing hope just yet. That's the spirit. Never give up, kid. Keep going. You might just open up a whole new world for yourself. Well, here's hoping, I guess. By the way, since you're here and everything, why don't you guys buy something? Promise all my stock is top of the line. Alright. We can take a gander. Really appreciate if you guys could help clean out my stock, since all the students are on break and all. Also, please don't tell Berzelia about this. With her family owning a bank and all, I'm worried she'll want to try giving me a leg up somehow. But I don't want to end up relying on them, you know? I gotta do this on my own. I kinda feel bad for keeping her out of the loop, but I swear I'll tell her once I start getting the hang of things.
What's it gonna be?
Muscat soda. Eddie's special bento. Huh. Oh, isn't this Hermès Academy? I was heading toward the Tyrol District. How did I end up all the way out over here? Well, whatever. You just gotta get this thing delivered before it's marked late. Clutch. Don't want to go getting yelled at again, after all. Oh, hey, didn't expect to run into you two today. It's been a while, Mr. Powell, Miss Matilda. Well, hello there. I heard you all were coming to Hermès today. Something about having business with the student council, correct? Struck by the urge to mentor its newest members, were you? Something like that. Are you here for work? I assume the break was for Hermès' teachers as well. We are indeed. Though to be frank, some of our students aren't getting a break either. At least not really. We don't mind being so busy though, especially not when it's for the children. Plus, I'd argue work gives us a sense of meaning in life, something you don't get when you're lazing around at home. I can tell you've got one hell of a work ethic, Miss Matilda. Seems the new student council is already busy. I imagine they'll struggle with getting the hang of things at first, but I have faith they'll manage in no time. I'm looking forward to seeing what they plan on preparing for the coming year. First year seem to have finally accustomed themselves to Hermès. Some have even thrown themselves right into the club activities. And of course there are those who have been working with the student council. Yes, another fine batch of pupils this year.
Let's make haste.
Even with all the commotion, Riverside itself never changes, does it? Yeah, it's got a way of taking a load off your mind. No argument there. So are we hitting up Hermès' place while we're in the area? That's a no-brainer. If anybody has new dirt to share, it'd be an informant. Let's be on our way then.
Riverside. It's always pleasant around here.
Something smells off, though. Let's take a look around.
Scooters are pretty popular, but I like a good bike too. It feels great to speed along using your own strength. I started running too recently, and they've both got that in common. Selma got me into running too. She's such a hard worker. She even ran a marathon. I've got some things to take care of today, but maybe I'll go running once I'm done. Sorry, the concert hall isn't open yet. Please come back again tonight. When you do, you'll experience the best music ever. Fueling down myself isn't going to fix anything. I've got to find a job. I've been rejected 10 times in a row. Guess I don't have anything to offer. So what now? I guess I should at least get something to eat.
A bite. This one's rather big, isn't it?
A-rank carp? Nice.
Let's do a search.
Oh, there's a Grim token here. Grim portal?
Deposit confirmed.
Wait, I realized I didn't get the Grim portal in Auber.
Performing
Check out
shard
Eddie's
search.
Deals on Wheels.
There we go. That's another portal.
Mira deposit confirmed.
Chalk one up. Good stuff.
A bite.
All right.
Alrighty.
This one's rather big, isn't it?
Finally, a rank Azelfish. EP Cut 2. Wow, that's really good.
Come on by and eat your fill.
Is so
Supersized portions today.
Looks like there are more than 30 kids here. You're right, but if we can't meet like this, it's like we're not even dating. That's why you should find someone who's more... No, you're the only one for me, Sonia. I love you. Edward, I think I've been too comfortable with the way things are. But saying that I'm too busy with work to see you is nothing more than an excuse. I'll prove it, that my job and our love can coexist. So please, just bear with me. Trust that we can make this work. Okay, I will. I can't believe I was making Miss Sonia anxious by being so occupied with my work lately. Looks like I became boring without even realizing it. I may not look it, but I'm the kind of guy who wants to have it all. I'll show her my work and love can coexist. Edward is younger than me, but sometimes he seems mature for his age. I replied without thinking, but if that's what he says, then maybe I should believe him. The taco cart is making a ton of sales, just what I was aiming for. At this rate, sales will be 50%, no, 100% higher than I predicted. Is that right? You really pay attention. You know, you don't have to make these daily reports, right? So, I'm glad things are going well for you. I'm happy to see my own employee succeeding on her own. That doesn't matter. Huh? I'm saying that she's not here, and what's the point? I've gone through all this trouble to turn things around, so where the heck did our rival Shino's bar get off to? She's got it look in her eyes again, but she's the only one who thinks of it as a contest. Just who in the world does she think she's competing with? The only reason I opened a food stand in the first place was the rival Shino's bar. It moves so much I can't find it anywhere. It's completely unforgivable.
Have a taste of my gourmet. Damn you, Shino. Where do you even get that stuff?
Primo used to work here part-time, and she's incredibly passionate about serving cheap, delicious food. I'm not saying I helped her establish a branch, but I decided to let her do what she likes since she's got talent for this sort of thing. So I got no idea who she thinks she's competing with. Maybe it's best she does things her own way. Anything I tell her would go in 1 year and out the hour, anyway.
My stuff can't be beat.
Soul Chef tacos and chicken avocado tacos.
I'll be waiting for you.
Gosh, somebody really gonna see that notice and come? If not, if all my efforts are in vain, then I'm finished. Let's also check out the bulletin board. Puff, puff. There was a big marathon back in May. I joined the race and even managed to finish. So I still remember how amazing I felt. And having Lily run with me was reassuring. Well, it's not like we've had any development since then. I started running after my ex dumped me, but it felt surprisingly good. I don't mean it feels good with Lily in particular. Why is that thing that leaving me with mixed feelings? The out-of-the-way fishing hole is nice, but I feel more relaxed in my usual spot. Wait, where's Kyle? Oh, we probably got tuckered out on this bike. I'm sure he'll catch up when he can. Don't you kind of feel bad for him? He should have brought himself a scooter too. He rides a bike because he likes to. It doesn't really affect you, does it? Come on, let's fish while we wait for him. I'll catch a big one and shock his pants off. I bought a scooter, so I decided to try out an out-of-the-way fishing spot for the first time. But I didn't realize Kyle would be riding his bike. I feel bad for making him come all this way. Now that I've got my scooter, I can hang out all over the place. I'll be able to go to all sorts of new fishing spots I couldn't get to before. Meow? I thought you were Nero last time. Sorry, I wasn't all there back then, so I made a little faux pas. Meow. I don't know what it's trying to say, but it certainly seems that cat likes you. Aren't you that famous Z1 racer? Today I'm just a guy here for the service. Sorry to talk to you out of the blue. It's okay. Say, mister, can I ask you one thing? The Z1's a big hurdle. I'm sure things get really hard. So how do you keep going? Well, wanting to make it to the top is definitely a factor. But mostly I'd regret if I stopped racing now. I don't want to live with that. I'm not sure if that's the answer you're looking for, though. Regret, huh? I definitely regret if I gave up now. Thanks, mister. I made up my mind. I don't know about what, but I'm glad I was able to help in some way. I think he's that kid from Crave Village. I've seen him at the temple every now and then. If I was able to give him a push he needed to move forward, then I couldn't be happier. I always thought I had to avenge my family, Annie, and the others who died. But that was never what I wanted to do. I feel like I finally understand. All thanks to the man who talked to me. I've got plenty of reasons to keep racing. My adoring fans, the people back home, and all the people I've inspired. But more than that, I'd regret if I stopped now. So I'll keep pushing to make my keep making my own way. I didn't forget my homework. And isn't that great? It's because I'm growing up. But it's so hard, I didn't understand my question. Why don't we take a look at it before class, Relay? Sure, I don't mind. I'll let Kira know. It's very like you, Relay. It'll be good to review last week's class, right? Studying started getting hard this year. Of course I didn't get the homework. But if Rooney wants to teach me, then I'll pay attention. He should give me some of that tutoring time. It's always so interesting. I've lived in the Republic for almost a year now. I was really worried at the beginning, but then I made friends and it's been really fun. I hope we can keep spending time together. Lashkar has been coming to lessons with us lately. He used to have this super scary look on his face all the time. But he's gotten a lot better since he started helping the guild. He's just a little awkward now. I hope we can become friends someday. Oh, you. I thought you'd finally come to attend a service, but you're still operating that questionable business. If you don't shape up, you're going to feel Arusha's divine punishment. And you're still kind of a non-believer like me. I'm so touched I might cry. Can you take me seriously? A priest of the Sept-Terrion temple, and you, I've seen you in the Blacklight district. Yeah, I think she sells herbs. You and the priest acquainted? Oh, you must all be from Fairy's workplace. What an unusual place to meet, though I guess I'm the only one who doesn't belong. We've actually known each other for a while, ever since I ended up in the capital. I relied on the soup kitchen here back then. Even in those days, I know I must have told you over and over to lead an honest, righteous life. But no matter how many years go by, you still show no signs of remorse. So you can take a horse to war. Technically, I came to this service to show my gratitude. Oh well, I'm a social outcast after all. I just came here to attend the service. But then I got spied by Miss Prissy over here. Talk about careless. Who are you calling Prissy? I can't with you. Oh, begging your pardon, it's her holiest Miss Prissy Pants, isn't it? Why, you? She's always fooling me. Anyway, it's almost time for Sunday school, so I'd better get ready. Last girl will be coming today too. How exciting.
Dear Arusha.
The space program's really spanning the Republic. I don't think there's ever been a current event followed so enthusiastically by the public. The fact that the entire nation is united together and wanting to see what happens is truly momentous. Perhaps that's why we don't hear much about as much friction these days, racism included. I'm sure those problems aren't truly gone, but this sure is a welcome change. Space program seems to have fostered an unprecedented sense of unity within the Republic. Temporary though it might be, it's a welcome change. I hope that someday all people, even outside of the Republic, will be able to work together. Today's sure been peaceful. Things are quieter without those guys hanging around, but they just crashed their cars. Now you mention it, where are Juniper and the artists? We literally just saw them at the Grand Circuit. Off at some little event or something. Just what they should be doing while they're young, but I'm not giving them any more advanced payments for their part-time work. Yeah, it sounds like you gave them quite a pretty big loan. You really don't that niece of yours. You're imagining things. Look, you want to order something, then order it. Stop wasting my time. Say, how's that Nightbreaker of yours doing? Seems like you're always tinkering with it. I'm happy to take a look when I'm free, so bring it around sometime. Thanks, I'll do that.
Can I help you?
Supreme Wax.
Come again.
Let's do a search.
Oh, there's a lot of shards here. Or tokens. And the one near the Blacklight District shortcut.
Now where?
Oh, there was a big bundle I missed here. Whoops. And there one over there. I heard about how you got swapped out from that event at the last minute. I've worked with girls from the RUN before, and there's no two ways about it. They're formidable rivals. I can't believe I'm hearing this from you, Nally. Just who are those two? The office handpicked them from aspiring artists and have been training them since. They're about as elite as it gets. The rival team. I mean, I heard that Rachel graduated from a music school in Erasmus at the top of her class. And Yulia won tons of awards at ballet competitions in Remiferia. Such incredible talent. Us indie artists can't even compare. So I can't believe they're taking the trouble to set up an idol group. Yeah, no kidding, especially considering how they've always looked down on idols. If anything, it was with you who made idols so popular in the first place. I definitely understand your frustration since I used to be part of Cupid with you. So I'll help you as much as I can. Just don't give up, alright? Come to think of it, I haven't seen Lulua. Is something going on with her? I was kind of hoping you'd help me find her. She said she wanted to be alone when she left Leverage District. I'm not sure where she went. I'm worried about her being by herself. Such a positive, outgoing girl like her, that must have come as quite a shock. Alright, let's go look for her together. We can't leave her alone in such a state.
Well, well, well! What do we have here if not my favorite fixer crew? It's a joy to see you, Van and Elaine.
Hello, Bermati. It's good to see you too. Did you just open up? It seems kind of empty in here.
No, I opened at noon sharp. Honestly, I've had a bit more foot traffic today than I expected. It's usually a ghost bar whenever there's some big event going on. Which this time seems to be that project you and your little crew are investigating.
How do you know we were looking into that? We shouldn't be that surprised. He isn't Edith's top informant for nothing. This guy's a walking, talking gossip magnet, huh? His disposition would not be so unerringly confident unless he had solid grounds for his claims. It's little wonder why Marduk has noted him as a promising informant. I'm gonna go on a whim and guess you had someone tailing us since this morning. Oh dear, seems I've been found out. Well, it's whatever, so on to business. You know the drill, or info for yours. I can offer some of the guild's intelligence as well, off the books of course. So Advanced Group exchanged information with Bermati on the space program. They fished for details on the going-ons of the underground entities as they tossed out little scraps they had gathered from Marduk, however. In summary, you've heard nothing about any anti-immigration terrorist groups. Moreover, there's no sign of activity from gangsters, jaegers, or criminal organizations, foreign or otherwise. Do I have that right? Afraid so, hun. There are rumors buzzing about a new anti-immigration group, but they've begun making moves. I haven't heard of it. Despite the frenzy over the space program and the economic boom that attracted CE elements, they've been awfully quiet as of late. At first I assumed Kincaid was, that the CID was working, then sure nothing came of it. However, I hear they're doing only the bare minimum, yet somehow all is peaceful. Almost too peaceful, in fact, to the point it's giving me the heebie-jeebies. Huh, not what I was expecting to hear. It may well be the calm before the storm, or perhaps an invisible hand is at work behind the scenes. Those are my thoughts as well, putting the behavior of the presidential office and the CID to one side. Organizations like Marduk and Ouroboros have their own stake in this. It's like they're bracing for something. A something that's hidden before our very eyes. But we can be sure of one thing, whatever it is, it's gotta be connected to the space program. Surely you've got better cards to deal us than that, though, Bermati. Like maybe some dirt on Project Startaker itself. Or maybe or that you've been manipulating info on a certain key figure related to it. Also, our identity would stay a secret. Huh? The woman who aided us during the rewind phenomenon. Right, we only learned her true identity during a big public reveal, but I hadn't realized she was acquainted with Bermati. Now you mention it, the two of them were together now and then during the student festival, weren't they? I've worked with her on occasion as part of my guild work. Actually, weren't you the one who introduced me to her, Bermati? Oh, I remember that little detail. Seems that was a rather careless move in retrospect.
I suppose there's no sense in keeping up the pretense. This young lady has been a client of mine for a long time now.
Been a while, hasn't it?
Is that woman I've seen all over the net? Well, it ain't the lady of the hour. Major Emilia Haring of the Calvard Aerospace Force herself. Nice to meet the real you.
Hey, come on. Stow the sass, will you? But it is good to meet face to face, Arkride. Same goes for Miss Eau Claire and the rest of your crew. Bermati said I might find you here around this time. Guess he was right on the mark as always.
Wait, so we knew the exact time we'd be here? How? Okay, we get it. Your info network is bonkers good. We're all very impressed. I promise, this wasn't meant to be as a ploy to flaunt my skills as an informant. I was only trying to help arrange a little get-together. So, as I heard, you hadn't seen each other since the announcement.
Yeah, I also felt bad about slamming the brakes on my delivery business. Especially since you were all some of my best customers. Sorry for not giving you a heads up.
Now, we're all good. We're under the bridge. It's crazy to think that history's first astronaut was working part-time as a delivery woman right before. Guessing all the work you're talk about you retiring because of an injury was just a cover story.
No, I really was injured, but I was able to make a full recovery. I got the call to join the project almost 3 years ago, right after the war with the Empire ended. The invitation came straight from Papa, General Haring, at the request of the then soon-to-be president of Calvard. He wasn't entirely sold on the idea at first, but I said yes in a heartbeat. No way was I gonna pass up the chance to be the first person to soar above the skies and into outer space. Still, because of my military achievements from the first day of the war, I decided to resign with a promotion in rank. After a year of hellish training, I grabbed myself one of the newly released ORBAL bikes and started up a delivery service. A while later, it was Dingo who introduced me to Arkride here.
Oh yeah, I remember that. Well, I've seen some buck-wild resumes, but yours takes a cake. Why a part-time delivery driver of all things?
Oh, I never thought of my delivery business as just a part-time gig. To me, both that and my piloting work are part of my career. As for why I became a courier, I figured it'd help me become a better pilot and astronaut. That's all.
Wait, seriously? I suppose riding an ORBAL bike does require split-second decision-making and a high tolerance for acceleration. Having to steer with near-perfect accuracy at top speeds is not a skill one acquires overnight.
Yeah, and that's why I chose that path. Although I have considered joining Z1 instead. Figured it'd be fun to bust up that boys' club, but I knew it'd be bad news if I accidentally got famous. Besides, riding the highways and making deliveries within a second, all the while not causing any wrecks, gives me one hell of a rush. It's why I think of it as my calling in life, even more so than being a pilot.
I see, how fascinating. No surprise you thought about being a Z1 racer considering your competitive streak. Shame you didn't go for it. You could have eaten their 2-bit chump of a top racer for breakfast. I can easily imagine that, especially with how expertly she maneuvered that gunship. Admittedly, I do have mixed feelings about having unknowingly worked with a member of the military, but I'll put them aside for now. Essentially, I suppose I'm a little late in realizing this, but you're older than most of us here, aren't you, Major Emilia?
Please, just call me Hermès like you're used to. And I'm 28, so that would make me, what, 3 years older than you? I guess that goes for you too. Huh, Arkride?
I mean, you're not wrong, but, sorry. It's funny how friendly you're acting after pulling one over on us. You really ain't gonna let us draw a line in the sand, are ya?
Nope. That's just not my style. Plus, I can't very well go losing my best customers, now can I? Once this project is over and done with, I'll be starting up my delivery service again. I'd like it if we could still do business then. Just thought I'd let you know that.
We better get a discount. Fine then. You've done a lot for us, so I'll be looking forward to your grand reopening, Hermès. That's why I need you to watch yourself out there. Not sure this project will go like they said it would during the announcement.
Your nose is as sharp as ever, Arkride. You know, you may be a few years younger, but you're totally my type. How about we make this relationship a bit more intimate?
What? Ooh la la. Ah, what the hell, eh? The helmet comes off and suddenly you're Miss Grabby Hands. How's it feel being the goddess's favorite, you bastard? Anything to say for yourself, man? What? Why me? Now here's a familiar sight. Do you get a feeling she's not being entirely forthcoming with us? Yet we can hardly accuse her of being deceptive. It's only natural that there are matters she's not at liberty to disclose. Indeed, moreover, her desire to see Mr. Arkride and the rest of us did appear to be genuine. After wrapping up the conversation, Major Emilia, also known as Hermès, took a seat at the bar to unwind a bit. The man screwed up to the rest for a little while longer before eventually resuming their investigation. All the information brokers can talk about is the space program. I actually just exchanged some information with Jack and Hal in Longport the other day. Jack and Hal, huh? Been a while since we've seen those two. We've had a chat with them recently. I hear they're planning to leave Longport right about now. That's right, something about going to Farbad for gambling. Things seem to be relatively calm over there, but I'd love to know more about what's going on. Well, we may need some help in the future, yours included. Hope we can count on you when that time comes. And of course, I swear on our undying love that I'll learn everything I can. All information brokers can talk about is the space program. Okay. I need to procure all sorts of information, so I look forward to your continued patronage.
The world and this menu.
Aww.
Whew, I'm stuffed.
Leaving so soon?
It hasn't been that long, but it's still good to see you, Arkride Solutions. I wish I could be spending time tonight relaxing and drinking Burmese cocktails. Seems like you're as busy as ever. Are you leaving for the capital tonight? Yeah, it's back to the space for me. Lots to do. And there's everything going on tomorrow too, so I'd better turn early and make sure I'm ready to go in the morning. Tomorrow, you say? The day of the launch is later than that. Well, if you ever find yourself with some free time, let me buy you a drink. I want to hear about your space travel someday too. Yeah, of course, you can look forward to it. Then rest up before I head back to base. Hopefully we can enjoy some of Burmese cocktails together someday soon. There you are. Well, I can't think of anything. I can't do this anymore. Cronin! Miss Kokona, you're covered in tears and snot. How heartbreaking. Well, I'm afraid you're the only one who can draw bravely legends. You won a manga award in the spring and recently got your first movie adaptation. This is a period of uproarious popularity. It's already been a month since you went on hiatus. You've got to persist for your fans. But I added all those characters and sayings without linking. Now it's impossible to have the final battle against evil. Stupid Cronin, take some responsibility. What am I supposed to do about it? You brought yourself into a corner. I got so excited when you started talking about starting the final arc, Miss Kokona. So I just want to and write something easy, you know? Have you no ambition, Miss Kokona? Made your world too big to manage. I think that even a great popular creator such as her would struggle this much. She's been struggling a lot since the start, hasn't she? We even hired a new assistant, but it seems it was for nothing. What am I saying? I'm her editor. It's my duty to get her through this. I'll stay up all night brainstorming if I have to. Just stop, you demon, meathead. You're the worst. My apologies, Miss Kokona. This isn't good. She's at our limit. I need to do something, but what?
Can you believe it?
Oh, what's that? It sounds like propellers.
Apologies for the wait. Here's your delivery!
The latest model is a small-scale drone, and it appears to have been designed for deliveries. Yes, but I hadn't heard anything about drone deliveries being implemented by any companies here in the Republic. Did you order something recently, Van? No, I got no idea what this is about. Oh, getting a call. Who's this from? What's up? My name is Reins. I'm technically a member of ZCF and Liberal. Glad I found you guys. I've got something to talk with you about. So Richard's agency and ZCF are working together, huh? His voice matches that of the drones. Yeah, seems like it. So it's safe to say you're the one controlling this thing then. What's this all about? As a matter of fact, I'm handling a request from Hermès, the delivery lady. Do you guys know she's stopping her delivery service for a while? Yes, although we only just heard about it. Well, that timing works out pretty nice. So yeah, basically she asked me to help out her clients while she's off. Instead of by bike, I'm making deliveries with the latest model of ZCF drones. Gotcha, well if you're subbing in for Hermès, that's a welcome thing to hear. On top of that, it's clear you're no simple entrepreneur. Pretty damn suspicious if you ask me. Seriously, and the cherry on top is that the guy isn't even trying to hide how shady he is. That's just how things are in the real world, kiddos. Anyway, if you ever need anything, you just give me a call and we'll get it to you anywhere here in Edith. For the time being, let me present you with this as a token of our new friendship. May I accept the package from the delivery drone? You're all balm. Now that I see how this all works, I admit it does seem like it could be useful, but it's probably some overhead costs, right? You also may be interested to hear that our drone delivery shop kit has some exclusive products you can't find anywhere else. So by all means, give us a call and order to your heart's content. Hell of a sales pitch, bud. Still can't say I entirely trust you. But if you're filling in for Hermès, then yeah, I'll probably put your little drone here to good use before long. Specific locations, you can press LTRB to access drone shop. The drone shop's inventory can be updated, though this can only be done a limited number of times per session. The option to do so refreshes as the story progresses. GQ tokens can also be used to surpass the limit. Common items can be purchased through the drone shop as well. It's mostly cosmetics. What?
Can you believe it? We're gonna go to space!
Change selection. Oh, wait, you can get some level 2 quartz here. Okay. We haven't really gotten any subpart upgrades, have we? Weird. Okay, this is worth it. Raisin mix. This is a new one. Wait, is it possible some foods can only be obtained here? Or no, wait. Wait, that would be really bad. This has to have... you must be able to get this somewhere else, right? If they put this... make this a bargain bin only thing, that'd be way too random. Okay, I looked up in a guide. Apparently, this food can be obtained elsewhere, albeit later, so I guess it's... I guess I lucked out there. Okay.
Here's that premium item you had your eye on.
I gotta take advantage of this in the Grim Garten to buy up all this stuff. Okay, now I can re-roll it using tokens, but do I really want to? Now, the thing is, tokens are not exactly easy to grind out either. I'm not sure it'd be worth it. Wouldn't I be just, at this point, wouldn't I be just better off, like, using the tokens normally in the Grim Garten instead of just rolling it here? Wait, how much is 1,000? No, we need 3,000 for a single 10 pull, so 1,000 times 3 would be like a 4 pull here. So, wait, wouldn't it be actually more efficient to do it here? Shoot, never mind. Huh. It's like 3,000 here would essentially be a 12 pull. But we're different types of items, so maybe not. It's not really the best thing.
Treasures like these are hard to come by, you know.
Let's see what we got.
Okay. Confidential data theft. Something terrible has happened to our company, and we have to do something about it. Please, can you help us? Meet me at the Riverside Terrace as soon as you can. Chief Bassett. And while we're at it... No, all we can do is rely on the Spriggan being real. You're Bassett, right? I saw your request. Do you mean you're him? I believe you said the case was extremely important and could not be overlooked. I can't decide where or not to take your case with just that. Mind giving me the details? Yes, of course. Please take a seat. This is a matter that requires your absolute discretion. I work as a manager for Edgeworth General Chain Company. And yesterday, every terminal in the company locked up. We weren't able to control a single one. Is this because of Ouroboros? All of them? Are you sure it wasn't due to human error, something that could have affected the entire system? Positive, because when our screen's locked, a message appeared on all of them. We've stolen all your company's data. If you don't pay us $1 million mirror, we'll leak everything. Doesn't leave much room for doubt. It does sound like you've been hacked. But the Edgeworth General Train Co., they're one of the capital's biggest corporations. This is a major concern. Have you been able to confirm whether or not any data actually leaked? Yes, unfortunately. Since this morning, our screens have been showing the address of an illicit web auction. We noted that a part of our internal data has indeed been put up for bid. So the culprits made their demands and offered a little demonstration to boot. The bidding's almost over. If this keeps up, I'm finished. My company is finished. You look like you have some doubts. You're not wrong, but before we get into that, let's review the facts. Reset, Catcher, what are you thinking? Well, based on the details we've been provided, sounds like ransomware, an old hacking trick. Ransomware? Yeah, simply put, it's a type of virus that demands a ransom. If the ransom isn't paid, then the system won't recover, information will be leaked, and there will be considerable damage. But if the situation comes to light, then companies can lose any trust they've built. It really is quite a malicious hack. So that's what we're dealing with, huh? I can see why they would be distressed. What am I supposed to do? Just calm down, Mr. Bassett. We've heard about this kind of thing at the guild before. I'll admit, it's quite a troublesome crime. Remember say the majority of cases come from viruses attached to Ormail and that sort of thing. Yeah, see, that's the kind of thing that's been bothering me. This is a crime, even if it's perpetrated on the net. It'd make way more sense for you to have gone to the guild or police. But you decided to bring it to us, a clandestine solution. Meaning you've already got an idea about what's really going on, yeah? About that, actually, the virus probably came from my own computer. Can you explain in more detail? I'm saying it's my fault. I've been gambling on the net recently. Once I tried it out, I was hooked. Don't tell me you were doing it at the office. Only during my breaks. I made sure I didn't go overboard and bet too much. I figured it'd be fine if I just had a little fun. But then yesterday, I got an Ormail with a subject line that read, Winner. I opened it without linking. And that's when the virus got into your company's systems. Boy, you screwed up big time. No wonder you came to us. But don't worry, when it comes to technical stuff, you can count on our genius division. We're kind of stretching the definition of a 4SPG here. There's just one other thing I'm worried about. According to rumors, this sort of blackmailing by ransomware got its start with Armada. With Armada? Yes, one of their fronts had a team that specialized in orbital net crime. They had developed a virus at a time that made them a huge amount of money. It wouldn't be inaccurate to suggest they're the ones behind most of the rise of ransomware in the Republic. Which means this falls under the umbrella of unfinished business. Yep, even if the organization is toast, there's a chance their know-how is still involved. Just leaving it to the police doesn't sit well with me. So you'll help me. Alright, we'll take your case. Just so you know, we can't guarantee we'll be able to solve it before your involvement gets out, you get me? It can't be helped, but please do our best to handle this delicately. You say that, but there's only so much we can do. Yeah, this time it'll be up to Catcher and Reset. We're depending on you two. Just leave it to us. I'll do my best to live up to Arkride Solutions' name. Seeing as this is a new kind of online crime that has yet to be addressed or regulated, I'll do what I can to get the Guild to cooperate. We need to try to prevent this from spreading and getting any worse. The orbital net's a little outside of our area of expertise, but we'll do what we can to help. And let's hash out a plan. We gotta catch this hacking prick. And so Ben and his group, led by Riverside and Katra, began a search for clues that could lead them to the culprits. They discovered that the ransomware in question was so sophisticated, direct tracing of its footprint would be difficult. Instead, Van decided to bid on the company's confidential information on the illicit auction site. The team would then try to see if they could reverse hack the Orbital network page. Begin the operation. Speak to Second Chief Bassett. What?
Time to solve some problems.
Is this gonna require some kind of mini-game? That sounds dangerous.
Ice cream! Get your ice cream here!
I've made a note about the location of the shady auction site where the confidential information was put for sale. I'm counting on all of you. Data link confirmed. Beginning analysis of the illicit site. The pursuit system architecture is evolving nicely. It's a variation of a process I've used before, so it shouldn't take too long. As a high-level Murdu concierge, I'll do my very best to provide support. I'm looking forward to working with you. Preparations are complete on our end. Seems that the auction's already begun. How can that be? What if someone else wins it? Just calm down, it's not gonna be over that quick. We'll win it, make her deposit. And then reverse hack the culprits when they try to withdraw the money, right? The client has already volunteered to cover the expense, but I'd still like to keep the bid as low as possible. And we gotta find a way to draw this out as long as we can. Now's the time to show what we're made of. Please, I'm counting on you. General Trading Coast confidential database is up next. It's currently at 45,000 Mira. Reset, Catcher, how's your progress coming? We've completed analysis of the financial system. With 5 more minutes, we should be able to put together this surveillance routine. Theo and I are in the middle of our final checks. Maybe another 10 minutes. Gotcha, I'll draw this out as long as you need, and then win the dang thing in the end, if I can anyway. Bids must be in increments of 10,000, 5,000, or 1,000. Keep track of the bids of our participants and buy the data for as little as possible. Okay, there's been a new bid. Bid Weathercock 46,000. Okay. Bid Damon Free 50,000. One bid after another. Looks like it's still got momentum. This might be a good opportunity to lose the people sitting back and weighing. At time like this, we need to show them a reasonable raise. This is definitely a trial and error type. Bid for SPG 55,000 Mira. Pick a different username. Bid Playboy 60,000 Mira. 60 grand. The price is going up bit by bit. Been going smoothly so far, but there's at least one person hanging in there. He's definitely got some momentum behind him. Playboy, huh? Doesn't seem like he's playing to me. Still too early to push hard. Let's slow things down a bit. Okay, third option, 1,000. Bid for SVG, 61,000. Bid Playboy, 65,000. This is exactly the response we're looking for. He's really hanging in there. This Playboy may be a serious problem. This ain't a contest we can lose. We'll just have to keep pushing. Is this a direct message? How's something up? No, for now, we need to stay focused. Mr. Arkride, I finished my preparations. I'm ready too. We can go at any time. Roger that. We've only got a little bit more time before the bid ends. Time for the last splurge. A small bid now could cost us. It's time to go big. Okay. 10,000. Bid for SPG 75,000. Final countdown 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Go, come on, please work. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Congratulations, you won. You did it. With this, we stopped the information from leaking. Come on, it's too early to celebrate, don't you think? The win is just one part of the operation. The real work starts now. Still, for a moment at least, well done, Mr. Arkride. By the way, it looked like something was worrying you just a moment ago. You got a message from that troublesome account, didn't you? You mean the Playboy person? Yep, ready for our last bid. Let me give it another look. Uh-oh. Playboy, are you a rumored spriggan? Wait a second, how do you know who you are? Because you used 4SPG as your username, that's why. It doesn't look like we were hacked. Is it possible I know the meaning of 4SPG? No, this guy stopped bidding at the end. He knew he was stopping when he sent that DM, in which case... I opened the DM window and typed a reply. 4SPG, same work. Playboy, yes, be careful of attacks from these addresses. Attached to Playboy CM was a list of multiple addresses. Just in case, Reset, put some guards in place against these addresses. You might have some anti-hacking measures in place too. Can you handle those, Katra? You got it. I just need to modify a part of my tracing program. So it's time to make the deposit. All you, Basset. Right, I'll deposit the money right now. Good, let's start phase 2. With that, they began reverse hacking the culprits. They ran into a cunning, sophisticated trap and even encountered a fierce counterattack. They encountered another trap. The number simply beggars belief. These guys have prepared some serious countermeasures. Man, if this keeps up. Yeah, I know, there's a chance we won't succeed. If only we had some sort of insurance. Playboy, use this as a special vaccine bot. Your opponent is a former member of the most infamous hacking group. Stay sharp. Katra, incorporate this into your intercept system. We'll handle impeding the payment. Reset, you focus on the reverse hack. Understood. Delete dummy addresses and traps. Perform parallel analysis on block 28,000. Found it, but this is... They're using access points on the expressway and are constantly in motion. They're in a car? Does that mean we can't trace them? They're being exceptionally careful, like they're used to this sort of thing. Their group is likely dedicated to crimes on the orbital net. But they cannot be on the move forever, and besides, it would appear we have another weapon in our arsenal. Let's push it through. After all, the group continued to put pressure on their mobile opponent. Eventually, they managed to force them to the Auber District. The target is currently using the access point in the Auber District. It took a while, but we finally managed to contain them. The trap is to hold them in place appears to be working. They won't be going anywhere for a while. Looks like you two really had to pull out all the stops there. Nice work, Katra. Reset. Thanks to you, we've got the chance we need. Let's head out. Time to take control of the situation directly. Earn 2 SP. Check. Observe a black car facing the road. A black land carrier, huh? Don't see those around too often. You think that's them? Reset, can you look into it? Yes, there's no mistake. They've attempted to obfuscate, but their orbital net protocol, their OP address, matches the culprit. I can verify it too. It seems they still haven't noticed us. And it's finally time for them to pay the piper. That's one way to put it. It'll definitely be a pain if we let them get away. We'll use the car to block them. Elaine, are you ready to move? Yes, they're very ready for our vehicles. We're ready at any time. And let us begin the arrest. Hey, are you still having trouble? Shut, these guys know what they're doing. They lay out branches across every access point along your expressway. Just who are these guys? Hey, you guys got a minute? Don't tell me it's... Watch out, we're surrounded! Are you freaking kidding me? How did they find us? Damn it, I'm not getting caught like this. What? We need a third car to box them in. Did their endgame come up a little short? Guess it can't be helped. The drone. Shard caltrops. Gah! We had to be bailed out in the end. What's going on here? We managed to capture them. Appears they really were the criminals operating on the orbital net for Armada. Yes, we did. We captured them before, but since they didn't have any real charges against them, they were released after 6 months. Who would have thought they'd start spreading ransomware again once the heat died down? Here's that they've even rebuilt their old hacking system. With such high specs and cunning design, I expect Melchior was behind it. That explains all the twisted stuff they were doing, but now all that exploitation's gonna be put to rest. How can I ever repay you? Thank you, all of you. Our computer should be back normal now, right? And none of our data got leaked, right? Yes, we were able to recover the restoration key from the culprit's computer. We can use it as soon as you like. Well, it's more trouble than expected. But all's well that ends well, right? Oh, about that. There's one other thing I have to confirm first. The corporate mystery account that kept getting in the way. That was you, wasn't it, Playboy? Oh, you noticed. I guess that nose of yours is worth its reputation after all, Spriggan. Would I have gotten this event if I didn't go for the drone first? Hell no. It certainly looks like a Playboy. That drone would make you... Please, let me introduce myself. I'm Reins, and ostensibly I run a drone shop. I'm more or less a contract employee of R&A Securities. As you expect, my help was enlisted by Edgeworth General Trading Co's upper management. R&A Securities, they specialize in cyber crimes, don't they? Yes, that's what puts them on the map. Their headquarters are based in Liberal. Upper management? Wait a second. I never expected this Spriggan and I would try the same approach. But everything worked out in the end, so let's just leave it at that. Though, and it breaks my heart to say so, I will have to make a full report, including details about how the system was breached. Eek, they'll find out. What should I do? They'll fire me for sure. That's part of why he asked us for help. What should we do, man? Good point. It's about a tight spot here. What do you do? Have him come clean himself. Have him feign ignorance. Make a deal with Reins. Look, making a report is just part of your job. But I don't see any reason you have to include my client's actions. Huh? Oh my, do you intend to poke your nose into my work too? No, I'm just making sure. Reporting on the source of the virus is definitely a part of your job. But reporting what a certain employee was doing on this computer at the time is, strictly speaking, unrelated. You're not wrong, but failing to report something I learned in my investigation would leave a bad taste in my mouth. And is there even a reason why I wouldn't report all my findings? Here's an idea. What if we were to remove ourselves from the equation? They reflect poorly on a well-known security company if they were bested by some unknowns. Huh. You're an interesting one, aren't you? But I don't really care about how it reflects on us. That said, I did get to see your ability and your potential up close. I think we can form a cooperative relationship. How about we settle on that? Really? I'm not really sure I like how that played out. But this is par for the course for the fixers. After that, the group said their goodbyes to the grateful client and resumed their activities. While they weren't looking, Reins disappeared. And a certain orb mail was delivered as Van Zypha. It was fun, so again, let's do it again sometime. Yes, this is a little thanks for me. Hope it helps. Vitality dropout times 3.
That's a wrap.
Reward deposited.
Chaos and Gray up. Now we finish off this gig, it's time to get ready for a real deal. I can leave crossbow to my younger brother. It's time to unravel everyone's movements, which all seem to center on the Republic, from Ouroboros to Force, and everyone in between. Just to make sure nobody's gambling with the future of the continent.
What to do?
License to kill a lowlife. There's a hitman formerly under Almada's employee who is still at large, and has a hefty bounty on her head. We want you to drag this little rat out of whatever hole she's hiding in and drop her off on the goddess's front gates. Do that and you'll be compensated handsomely. This is a rather disturbing request. It's barely even a bounty hunting job. Almada, the world's worst mafia organization, has been totally crushed. Most of the remnants have been captured as well, but some of them have slipped through the cracks. And among them, an assassin up the most wanted list. It's hard to believe. I don't remember all the details of who she is, but the guild should have more information. I'm fairly certain she was a sniper, at least. Sounds like the requester has some beef with this lady. A sniper? Oh, that reminds me of Gareth. Now they know where she is, they decided to take revenge. She could... yeah, this person could end up just being like a sniper-type enemy who cannot be targeted. Are you worried about something? Well, there is something bugging me. Wait, you can't seriously mean to take this on. I didn't say that. Regardless, it's a Force PG. I can't just ignore it. So let's at least check in with the guild and see what they know. Alright, but I won't let you dirty your hands in front of me. Keep that in mind while we're talking to Hazel. Alright, but it all depends on what we learn.
Let's get this party started!
Hey, the girl's been added to the travel menu since we can't travel the station street normally, huh?
Let's do this.
The group headed to the guild and explained the circumstances to Hazel. I see, so even those kinds of requests make it to you, huh? A female sniper from Armada still hasn't been captured, despite being on their wanted list. So it's probably about her, Lady Silence. Hell of a nickname. Do you not know her real name? No, sadly, we were never able to figure it out. Her work is notorious, since she never leaves any traces behind. I see, it sounds like she's an outstanding sniper. Lady Silence is coming back to me. She was a terrifying sniper that Armada deployed at several important junctures. How come they never used her against us, then? However, her targets were always members of the underworld. Correct, there's no record of her having ever killed a civilian. Oh. That's why neither we nor the police have considered her a high priority. She seems like a type who is committed to her work. Does that mean the client is also an underworld member? Is there anything else you know about her? Let me think, she's always been wrapped in mystery. To the best of her knowledge, her first job was around 10 years ago. She originally rose to infamy under the former leader Enrique, but she earned Dante's trust too. That's all true as far as we know. 10 years ago, huh? Sounds like a real old-timer, in which case, Hal might know something. She works with Jack Trevor, right? Longport's information broker/gambler. Are you able to get in contact with her? Well, rumors they're not in Longport right now. Not that we can't call her up and ask if she knows anything. Hey, Ben. We're not getting any video. Are you busy with something? Sorry, we're in the middle of a gig. You'll have to be happy with just voice. We can only talk for a little bit, though. Do you need Jack? Actually, I wanted to ask you something. Explain the circumstances of Hal and ask her about Lady Silence. It's that kind of request, huh? So you want to know about her? What can you tell us? Well, she used to be good to me back when I worked for Enrique. We exchanged information occasionally, even after I left the organization. Though once Alma got wiped out, we lost contact. Is that right? I won't excuse her crimes. But I will tell you she's a reasonable woman. She's not the kind of person who would kill needlessly. That's as much as the guild and police know too. I'll tell you this, but only because it's you. Her name is Candace. She lives together with her son, who's turning 12, but they move around a lot. The last place they lived that I know of was in the Tyrell District. She was renting a room above the Brothers Music Shop. Thanks, I'll pay you back when I can. I look forward to it. We got ourselves a good clue for once. Guess we shouldn't underestimate Arkride Solutions. You guys were quick. Shall we head to the Tyrell District Array? I want to hear what the shopkeeper has to say. Uh-oh. Was that the client? Man. I know, for now, just let them do what they want. The group entered Brothers Music Shop and asked the shopkeeper about Candace. Apparently, a woman and a child had been living there, but they moved out a few months ago. The shopkeeper didn't know where they moved to. Looks like we came in vain, except... You know us too, huh? Looks like we lured out some prey. Wait a minute, don't we know that guy? Isn't that a basketball guy? Take the back streets, we'll split up and go after him. We'll take him head on. Right. Nobody lost him already. They can't have been that fast, which means they're hiding. Where does the target of pursuit go? Hid behind a car, entered a news agency. So you're the one who's been following us, huh? Tish, you already saw through me. Guess you're not a Spriggan for nothing. That wasn't half bad. I think you had me marked from the start. Wouldn't have guessed you'd be just a little punk, though. Still, you approached us even knowing who we are. That must make you Candace's son, huh? Now you mention it, her son was supposed to be around 12 years old. Right on the money. My name's Stan. I've got a request for you concerning my mom. Wait, what? Stan? So, wait, you're not the... I don't think that was the name of the basketball kid. They just used the same sprite. What? No kidding. I suppose we can at least hear what you've got to say, even if you're acting a little smug. I appreciate it. So lately, my mom's been acting real weird. I tried looking into it, and what I found was a 4SPG saying someone wants to kill her. Got a good eye for a little punk. Gotta say, I appreciate the drive too. What if you're just pretending to be her son? And just like what happened with Ix. It would appear you're also aware of your mother's occupation. Well, it's not like she told me directly, but I kind of figured it out. She may be some sort of criminal, but to me, she's just my mom. It's not like I love moving around all the time, but I'm grateful to her for raising me. So I'd like to overwrite your first SPG. You want to overwrite a first SPG? Yes, I know she's probably being hunted by people who want her dead. So I want you to help her and me escape the country. And she's got a mirror, in case you're wondering. She should be able to pay you. I see, so that's your plan. I mean, I can understand what he's going through, but... What do you propose, Mr. Arkride? Whatever we do, it depends on this guy's mom. We won't do anything for now, so can you arrange for us to talk to her? Won't even make empty promises, huh? Good, it's better that way. It makes you seem more trustworthy. I'll arrange a meeting, right now even, if you're free. She should be at home. Alright, lead the way. We currently live in an apartment in Riverside, just so you know. I'll head over there first, so let's meet up at the bulletin board in front of the subway station. Got it. 2SP?
Believe it? We're gonna go to space!
You came. So can we finally hurry up and meet my mom or what? Have him guide you to the apartment. Alright, show me the way. Great, let's go. This is the apartment we're living in right now. The Horizon Heim, huh? Our room's on... What? Wait, Mom! Hurry, after her! Looks like she ran in here, the underground maintenance tunnel. Judging by footprints, she's gone quite a ways in. It doesn't feel like she's running blind. That's Lady Silence for you. It's no surprise she's good at losing a tail. Dang it, where are you running, Mom? It's me. Let's hurry before we lose her.
Raise them with magical attacks.
Let's
hell, magic.
Your charge attack is timed.
It's searching time.
Now, let's close in on it.
Won't take long.
Okay, I'm just gonna use a few S-crafts just because I wanted to get EOTM for Aaron.
Will prove more
Keep it going.
Allow me.
Out with the bang. Soar for me. Phoenix dance.
Boost gauge limiter release.
Okay.
That's what you get.
You kept that tight, Aaron.
Mom, please listen. These guys aren't trying to kill you. Get down, Stan. Reset. Leave it to me. What was that? A short trap linked to containers. Sure pays to be repaired. Who made that one by the skin of her teeth? It would seem our party's been separated, however. Oh no. At least the young man is still safe. Looks like she's pushing her son away on purpose. Mom, wait for me! Leave him to us. Thanks, I'm counting on you. Let's chase after Candace. Huh? Oops. Are you okay, Van? Yeah, but dang, her aim is precise. She's doing it to keep us from getting near her. There's something I'd like to confirm, and this seems as good a time as any. Tell me, Van, what's your impression of this job? There's something fishy here. Now that you ask, I knew it seemed strange, just like that, is it? Which means, I could just be going out on a limb here, but it seems to me the person who sent the original request was none other than Candace herself. Are you serious? Huh, but then what about Stan? That last little trap was probably put in place to make sure he wouldn't get dragged into it. She's been leading us around by the noses all by herself. What more proof do you need? So far, everything's been going exactly as Candy's planned. Assisted suicide isn't the sort of job we normally accept. So she made something else. In other words, she has a death wish. Seems highly likely. She's sure asking a lot. Here's a thought. Master, can I get you in the arts to pursue the target? That won't be a problem. I said this at the start, but I won't allow any killing. Trust me, I know. Then we'll see you later. My goodness, these guys are persistent, aren't they? You have no way out. Just stay there and turn yourself in. Man, you caught up. Spriggan. Pleasure making your acquaintance, Lady Silence. You do know why we're pursuing you, right? You came to take the life of a cold-blooded killer. What else? Sure, but something doesn't add up. Why would such a proficient assassin who's been so successful in concealing her identity suddenly reveal herself so easily? Isn't it obvious? Until now, I've always been working for someone. Without a place to go, I can no longer wear the mask of Lady Silence. That's all there is to it. So that's the angle you want to take. I don't know what you were trying to say earlier, but honestly, I've just grown tired of certain things. If you're going to do it, then just do it already. What? But that makes it sound like you want to die. Here's trouble. Looks like you weren't able to stop him like you hoped. Sorry to keep everyone waiting. We brought the kid as quick as we could. Well done, guys. Now, do you still intend to make things difficult? It's not true, is it, Mom? Tell me it's not true. I refuse to believe you request to have someone kill you. I haven't admitted a thing. If I die here, I'm simply getting what's coming for me. You don't have to be sad, Stan. If anything, you should be relieved you'll finally be free of the restrictions living with me has forced on you. What are you even saying? There's no way I'll be relieved. I see. You know, Candace, I think I know what you're saying. I think what you're saying is right. No, I overrode her request, remember? He's charging up his son Calvard. Kill mode. Impressive bloodlust, Spriggan. But no matter how we look at it, I'm an assassin. I won't give my life for free. If you don't get serious, I'll be the one to see a goddess. Stop! Please stop! After all that, you still used blanks. Guess you're naive after all. I should be the one saying that. Why? Why don't you kill me? Don't get twisted. I'm not nearly as naive as you. Which is why I'm not going to fulfill your wishes. What do you intend to do then? What do you do if Candace? Arrest her as a criminal, send her to Eisenshield. I mean, with why I feel like there'd be a chance she might be able to see her son again. Maybe. But would Eisenshield spare her? I don't know. Well, I need more chaos points. It's ultimately up to you, but why not take refuge with the Eisenshield? I wonder what your big idea would be. I can't say I'm totally satisfied, but it might be one solution. Well, it's not the worst idea. Eisenshield. They're a top-tier air corps comprised mostly of former military and based in the free cities. Not only would that meet Stan's request of getting you out of the country, but also give you a job. Come to think of it, you did send us on ahead. It seemed like you called someone in advance. Yep, I had a short conversation with Commander Geraint. So that's how it is. It's not really what I had in mind, but maybe it'll be a good thing. It's like that choice retroactively determines who the band spoke to. Right, Mom? Are you kidding me? Just kill me. If you don't, then Stan my boy will still be stuck. Stuck with an angel of death. Me. Mom. You said something like that before. Angel of death, huh? Look, I get what you're saying. But no matter how you put it, your kid's got nowhere else he'd rather be. And just so we're clear, I don't want some mama's boy hating me for the rest of his life. I would too. I never forgive anyone who killed my mom. Stan. Why would you cling to someone as horrible as me? It's your fault for raising him that way. Of course, I can't just let a criminal like you roam free. So either give yourself to Eisenshield or turn yourself into the police. It's time to choose. Mom, please. Stand. Guess it can't be helped. I'll take refuge with the Eisenshield. And so, Van contacted Commander Terrain once again and had candidates and send over to Jaeger Corps.
And with that, the case is closed.
Mira deposit confirmed.
Chaos Plus. Obtain Mere Chaos. Yeah, Stan has the same model as Kirk here. That would have been a pretty crazy twist that one basketball kid was actually being the son of an assassin, but I guess it wasn't meant to be. Yeah, I guess I mistakenly thought he was a unique sprite, but I guess not. Thanks for tuning to this Let's Play of Trails Beyond the Horizon. If you enjoyed, please leave a like, subscribe, and or hit the bell icon.